Hey, how's it going? I got a message for you. Let's get started. This is a tarot reading. It is timeless. This message will get to you whenever it's supposed to, okay? I'm gonna throw a oracle card and then we'll see what it looks like. Let's see. Oh, I've already got one out. Cool. The venom. Let me in. Say the spider to the fly. Gives me almost like temptation vibe. And then we also got Spider-Man, which is kind of funny that came out with Venom. Places to be, webs to shoot, and Wiccan. Self-control, never heard of it. So it looks like this is a message most likely about self-control and places to be. And some sort of rebellion. That's what it feels like for sure. I'm gonna use my dark tarot because it feels like this message is a little bit on the dark side. I got the Two of Cups on reverse. It looks like this has been some sort of a separation or a situation where you have not been corresponded properly. Let's see, what else do we have for this energy? Oh wow, we got a bunch of them. So we got Queen of Pentacles on reverse. We got the Hanged Woman. We got the Four of Swords. And we got Strength. Let me put this all together. We're going to put this all together. And we'll try to decipher what this message is about. So I think you're first of all, you're getting out of that energy that you're just trying to accommodate other people. Just trying to simply being a people pleaser. I guess it's probably time to stop being a people pleaser. Not everybody around you will have your best interest. I'm just gonna get started from there. You probably have gone through something by constantly being overbearing, maybe. I don't know if you have been overbearing, literally, but it's almost like when we have people pleasers, they're trying too hard. That's the feeling that others get. They're trying too hard when you try to people please everybody. So it is really important for you to right now start having a different perspective on how you're gonna deal with things from now on. The Four of Swords over here tells me that this is a situation that needs to be laid down to rest. And the Strength also, at least in my opinion, resonates with Venom and the Wiccan, in such a sense as of, having some sort of courage to actually get up and do things a little bit more differently. What are our obstacles in this moment? Okay. So we got the Seven of Swords. We got the Five of Pentacles on reverse. And we got the Three of Pentacles on reverse. So it's almost like this has been some sort of separation. And an avoidance from the other part to actually take care of you. Like whoever was before in the picture, they may had acted upon in a way that they just simply did not care. And they probably have planted a whole lot of ideas in your head because of it. Almost to the point where somebody comes in with a power of suggestion just to make you think in a certain way that is not within your best interest. Sometimes it can be really difficult to identify when people are actually try to get something out of you. They may show up in a certain way, but after all, they're really only trying to get happy or get something out of it. And that's what people pleasers usually have to go through plenty of times. This is your message to let yourself be who you are. Do not lose your sense of caring for others. Because a lot of times when we get hurt, we just want to lash out on everybody, right? But don't lose that sense of caring. You just don't necessarily need to go on a rage, like the sun on reverse. Don't get depressed. You might want to talk to someone who's way more experienced as you. Think about somebody who can be like a mentor, a communicator, or it may be your time to actually, you see over here, it looks like an ice queen. You might have to start embodying, I think that's probably what it means. You need to start embodying the image of the Queen of Swords. It's actually being able to be cold enough that you can identify and discern other people's intentions and get to a point where no one necessarily will be able to get through you or try to dissuade you into doing something that you really don't want. I'm gonna get started on checking what will be the outcome, or do's and don'ts. Actually, let's do do's and don'ts. What should we do to make sure that we see things in a different perspective? Don't isolate yourself. Try to not give in to many ideas. This is a time where you need to retract from the situation and figure it out on your own. But do not isolate. Nobody needs to know your entire business. And that's how you attract people who will actually take advantage of you. It's when you tell your business way too much. You put out your ideas way too much. Ain't nobody needs to know all of your business. You don't need to give them all of the details. And then we got the King of Wands on reverse. You don't need to be extremely warm and charismatic to everybody. Because again, if you act on that way, always, that's how people will come and get you. So that's the message I have for you, pretty much. You know, you gotta look at things in a different perspective and put things down to rest. You know, and have the courage to actually say no because you're being a people pleaser. And people are not necessarily giving you back what you actually deserve as a person, which is unfortunate. A lot of people actually will come in just to take. If I was you, I would only maybe, if you still want to be a little bit of people pleaser here and there because of whatever situation it might be on, then you might need other people. I would say help them once. Don't let them strip you out of your resources, of course. Help them once. But then whenever it's your time to actually have an ear, have some sort of help, and then these people just constantly just keep telling you no. First time, yeah, that's cool. No problem. You can't do it now, it's okay. Next time you ask again, it's no, then it's time to move on from these people. You do not need to please everybody else. Even God. A little rebellion goes a long way. A little rebellion goes a long way. I just had yeah. I'm looking at the Spider-Man card now. I'm just looking at the webs. I believe this is most likely like you might be someone who likes to network and meet a lot of people and know a lot of people. But it's pretty much the Spider-Man side of it and the Venom side of it. You know, it gets dark. It can't. The problem with being a communicator, the problem with being somebody who knows many people, the networking part of it is that once you start getting, you know, getting known by everybody, you'll attract all sorts of people, and sometimes you just simply gotta say no, and you don't need to tell them all of your business. All right. With that said, I'm gonna close this one down. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. What is your situation and what you're working on? And I do have a store link down in the description. It's just, you know, if you decide to buy something, help or whatever. I also got donation links if you would like to have or help me, you know, with a donation. Anyways, I hope you got this. I hope this message served you the way it helped you in some way. And I will see you later. Peace. Bye-bye.